What's up, guys? Welcome to NMD TV, Canes all day. If you're rocking with you, do you know what to do? Hit that like and subscribe button so you never miss out on a video. And guys, we've reached the end of the year, and there's a lot of people asking questions, even myself. If you watched the instant reaction video last night, I was very, just like many of you guys, frustrated, upset, a little kind of glad that the season's over. It was all these emotions at one. But let's talk about solution. And I think the solution to what's wrong with the Miami Hurricanes progress, or how to fix the Miami Hurricanes program, is right in front of our faces. And it kind of hit me last night when I heard Cam Kitchens say this.
Saying, if you don't want to be here, farewell, good wishes to you, hope for the best. But if you want to stay, come every day ready to grind, because we don't want this tasting our mouth again.
Now, Cam has had a great season, not a perfect season because he's made mistakes, but a good season, maybe even an All-American season. He's made plays, he's done things, and coaches have raved about the extra work he's done. They've raved about the time he's put in and seeing that success on the field. And I have always talked about, we need this offensive coordinator, or maybe this defensive coordinator. We need this scheme. We need that scheme. But it's starting to really hit me that this team, this program won't get to where it needs to get to until we get more guys like Cam Kitchens. Now, listen to me. These student athletes, they go through a lot. They honestly do. They got weights at 5 a.m. They got classes, they got strength and conditioning, they got more classes, they have to deal with people like me on Twitter, on YouTube, then they got to go deal with the coaches, then they got to go deal with different expectations, then they got to think about, do they have a social life, then they got to, worry about, what if football doesn't work out. They have a lot on their plate. So it's easy for me to say these kids need to be in the locker, in the film room, extra and all that. It's easy for me to say that. So that's why when fans say that, players can easily say, you're not in our shoes. If a coach says that, a player can kind of say, well, you're a coach, whatever. But if your peer, like Cam, if he comes out and says, we have to put in extra work to get where we want to, if a player sets that culture, then that's when other players will listen. I honestly believe it. So it has to be a player who can lead on the field and off the field like Cam has done. Now, I know there's going to be somebody in the comments that says Cam has given up this touchdown or that. Bottom line is he's been one of the best players on his team, and it's because he's put in the extra work. And that's going to eventually become contagious. If Miami wants to get back to where it needs to be, that is what it's going to have to take. It's going to take most players going above and beyond, most, if not all, players going above and beyond to put in extra work. And like I said, it's easy for if a player's watching this video to say, Grant, you're a guy talking through a microphone. You don't know what we go through. But it hits different when you have the leader of the locker room saying that this is the standard. Mario's going to do what he can. Steele's going to do what he can. Gas is going to do what he can. But at the end of the day, if these players don't believe in going above and beyond to getting to the next level, to getting to championships, for it to mean something, then it won't get there. If you look at all the 30 for 30s, and trust me, guys, we haven't been winning a lot. So a lot of times I do like to watch the old 30 for 30s to see what's missing. You will hear Ed Reed say, you will hear players say, Green Tree, we pushed ourselves on Green Tree. You'll hear players say, Larry Coker didn't do nothing. It was us who took it serious. You would hear players say, listen, we didn't wait on the coaches to discipline a player. We did it. That is when this program will change. We can go get Urban Meyer. We can go get Jim Leonard. We can go get the best offensive and defensive coaches we can, but it's not going to mean anything until these players say, we're not going to accept the disrespect. We're not going to accept the losing. We're not going to accept this and that. No more. But what I will say is you're going to see a product on the field that looks a lot different. We've heard Mario talk about this. When players say, I need to eat right. When we heard LT, if you, it was midway through the season, I think it was after the Virginia game, and they said, you know, Leonard, what's something you've changed? Well, I had a meeting with Mario Cristobal, and I learned the playbook better. I ate better. I stopped eating this. I stopped eating that. That is when this program is going to hit the next level, when the Miami program is overseen by the coaches, but is ran by the players. And I don't know if you can look at what the product on the field and say that these players have went above and beyond. I'm not saying players are quitting. I'm not saying players aren't trying. I'm not saying players aren't working hard. But when you become a champion, it's not by accident. Georgia isn't Georgia by accident. Miami of old wasn't Miami of old by just putting on the U. It's about the players. And can we get to respectable under Mario Cristobal? We can. We definitely can, but we will go to another level that this program has been to 5 times in its history when these players say, this is our team. This is our responsibility. We're going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to stay after extra. That's when this program, I honestly believe, will go to the next level. And I'm not talking about one lucky ass season. I'm not talking about winning and then going back in the dumps for 3 years. I'm talking about being consistently a respectable team. What has happened this season, there are no excuses for. I don't argue with people who says Gaddis needs to go or Steele needs to go or Mario isn't the guy. I'm not going to argue with anybody who says that this season was unacceptable. I'll let you do that. But I will say, for me, I see the vision. And Mario's vision is how I'm interpreted, and from my eyes, because everybody has we all have vision and we all see things differently, blah, blah, blah. Most people have vision. You know what I'm trying to say? We see things different, and that's the beauty of sports. We can both watch the game and have 3 different opinions about the game. But my opinion is Mario came in here and he said, this is my dream job. This isn't a stepping stone. I'm not trying to have one good season and go off to another. I plan on being here till I'm done with coaching. So I have to get this down. I have to break this house down to its foundation, and then we're going to build it up. We are not going to have a Band-Aid over something that needs surgery. The Band-Aid would have been just adding. The Band-Aid would have been, just keeping the old staff, winning 9 games, and just being happy. The Band-Aid would have been Mario coming in, and then when players started to do things that wasn't his way, him saying, oh, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. But no, Mario stuck to his guns. A lot of players didn't like it. A lot of players are leaving. But I see his vision, and it's for long-term success. But I'm here to say we won't get that long-term success until what Cam Kitching said at the press conference, it has to be that action, putting in the work, and then putting in that extra work. That's just the bottom line. Let me know what you guys think. I'm out. Peace. No more defeats.